So what birds are we taking to the national exhibition then? Well, there's a couple of different reasons for different birds going. So the first are 7 birds for the exhibition, the show side, which is being run by the Staffordshire British Bird and Mule Club. I believe it is actually the first show that they've ran at the national. I know previously it's been the Yorkshire British Bird and Mule Club, and I know that because I've also got a rosette here, which is from the last time that they ran the British section at the National Exhibition in 2019, which was actually my first ever show, showing in the birds anyway. And I won Best Novice Hardbill and got this rosette as, you know, a bit of a prize for that. So this is quite a special rosette to me in that sense, a lovely rosette as well. So yeah, so that's the British side. Now I can't tell you any more than that. A couple of flighted, a couple of unflighted birds, as we can't have any sort of suspicions of them being almost marked birds. If I did show you them on the channel today and they went into the exhibition tomorrow and the judges saw, it just would cause problems. So you will see that on a follow-up episode from Stafford, actually what birds I did enter, why I've entered them, and we'll see how they've got on. Now that's the exhibition side. We are also doing 3 display aviaries at Stafford at the back of the main hall in what is called the Annex, I believe. We've got 3 display aviaries, 2 6x4s and an 8x4. Those aviaries will be for sale, I believe, at the end of the show as well. So make sure you do come over and have a word, have a chat with the guy who's made them. They will be available later on in the show. Now we're taking. Well, I'm actually taking 2 species of birds, and I want to give you a feel of the channel through these aviaries of what you're going to see. Now the first is going to be some red poles. We've got a number of red poles that we had this year. It's all going to be flighted red poles I'm taking. The current years aren't quite where I want them to be yet, to a point where I don't really want to be taking them as their first time being a show in some display aviaries. So we're taking a couple of flighted red poles. We're going to take a mix of normals and cinnamons so you guys can see them, and there will be a fact sheet on each aviary for those to give you a bit of information about those birds. And the idea is that you guys can see them in the flesh. If they are interesting to you and you would like to have some, or buy some, then there's the idea that you can go round and hopefully pick some up at the show. And if you've not got British birds at all and you would like some, it's an idea to see them in front of you. Talk to me if you want as well. I'll of course be around there and get an idea with them. Now we are also taking some of the rarer birds, which is actually the pair of hawfinches. The pair of hawfinches are going in one of the other display aviaries. The idea being with those guys is that they're obviously quite a rarity. Not many people have seen them, and I really do want to show them, off to you guys in these display aviaries, which I think is where they're going to be a bit more comfortable with them being older birds. I don't know if the exhibition would suit, at least not at the moment. I need to give them a lot more show cage training, so do be aware of that. And they'll be nice to see again. Hopefully, you guys get an idea and maybe generate a bit more interest in people wanting to get into hawfinches. Obviously, they are a very hard bird to come across, and I've been lucky and fortunate enough to get a pair anyway. But it just means that they are there if you're interested, so you can enjoy them as well. And then finally, in the 3rd display aviary, which will be the 8x4, I am basically borrowing a pair of song thrushes, which actually will be for sale and available for collection later on in the show, from a good friend George Loynes. We went and visited him in summer, and we saw Harry was getting on with his British softbills, and it was a great visit as well. So we are putting a pair of song thrushes in those aviaries as well, to give you an idea of both the hard bills, the common ones and the uncommon ones, and then the soft bill side of keeping British birds as a whole. So hopefully you do enjoy that side of the exhibition if you are going. And of course, you're going to see these on the channel after Stafford. You'll see videos of pretty much everything. Now, the final birds we will be taking to the Stafford National Exhibition will actually be a couple of birds to sell. Now, I am going through a process of sort of sorting them out at the moment. I'm not planning on taking many because a lot of them aren't ready. However, I do know that there are a number of birds which just won't be staying on for next year for whatever reason. But of course, they are good birds. Of course, they are very well kept as well as I can keep them. And they will be in the best of health and fully molted out at the show. I won't be taking any birds which are have any degree of suspicion that could be unwell or not even fully molted. So only birds to sell tomorrow, will be like that. And of course, any birds I do take will of course be in the best of health anyway and finish molting. So if you do come over to the exhibition aviaries, hopefully I might not have sold out, and there is a chance to get a couple of birds which are from here that you might be interested in at least. So with it now being winter, the temperatures are really quite dropping. It's been below 10 degrees a couple of days now here, just on the edge of the Peak District. So it is very cold, and it's rather unpleasant as well when you're not in a bird room or out of the way of the draft. Now, I have put some conifer in for the red poles and twits here. This is a couple of the current year ones. We've also put it in for some of the flighted birds as well, and some of the flighted red poles. The hawfinches have got some, and even the crossbill, two-barred, cross-parrot, crossbill hen. So there's a load of that, and the main idea is just to keep them active, keep them warm, and keep them doing something, keep them busy, so they are active and they're keeping themselves warm by ferreting about, messing, stripping conifer like that. It's just something for them to do in the winter rather than just flying perch to perch all day. I do find that doing that sort of thing does give them a bit of enrichment and something for them to do. Don't forget, at Stafford as well, there's so much there. If you keep birds, you really should be going. It is a really good day anyway. I absolutely love the day out. It's great to meet so many fans of the channel, viewers. I'm more than happy to take photos with people when people want photos or what. It's a bit of a new experience for me, but it is good fun, and I really do enjoy chatting with a lot of people at the shows and taking a look at all the birds that there are which the show offers. Now, of course, there's an awful lot. There's everything you can imagine, sort of thing. There's a lot of fancy pigeons, there's canaries of pretty much every variety, a load of British birds, loads of parakeets, parrots, quail. There's all sorts. It's great. And of course there's some of the favourite online stores going there as well. So Direct Bird Products, Shaney is going to be there and have a stand, so make sure you go over there and have a look. I know that Matt will be over there as well, so if you do watch the Canary Room, you can say hello to Matt over at the Direct Bird Products stand as well. There's going to be Sam One Bird Products. Sam sponsored the channel previously, and I have actually just placed an order for some flight cages with Sam, so do go over there as well, check out the stuff he's got and get an idea for the sort of flights and the stuff that he manufactures out of aluminium and plastic. He's got some fantastic things, so I do highly recommend you go over there. And of course, there's so many other companies there as well. It's a really good opportunity to pick up a lot of equipment for generally reduced prices than when you order them online. Pick up bags of seed which are generally on offer from a lot of the seed vendors and distributors, a lot cheaper than ordering those online as well. So I do highly recommend you do go, and I look forward to seeing many of you there at the show. So if you have enjoyed today's video and you'd like to see more from OC Aviary, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss any more future videos. And if you have enjoyed this one as well, smash a like on it as well. It's very much appreciated. I look forward to seeing many of you there at Stafford tomorrow at the Staffordshire County Showground. Remember, doors open at 9:30 to general public, and you can buy tickets on the door, I believe, or at the ticket kiosk. So don't worry if you haven't already got a ticket. And if you have got early entry, I'll see you all on Sunday morning. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, everyone. See you then.